Hello and welcome to this very special edition of To The Point. We rarely discuss sports, but when we do, we go all out. I have with me in the studio my colleague Nikhil Naz, the last word on sports when it comes down to the India Today. And Nikhil, what a match we are looking at the IPL, the grand finale.
Yeah, firstly, I must say that I think you've manifested this. You wanted to do sports, so here you
That's true. You know, off record, I would always tell Nikhil, I don't know why am I stuck with politics. He keeps going to all these beautiful locations, reporting on sports, and I'm like, we should have just swapped.
Today you are at a beautiful location, albeit a make-believe stadium that we've got. But what a place to actually have the IPL final. It is the biggest cricket stadium in the world. 100,000 people turning in. I was just looking at some fresh visuals that were coming through our feed, Preeti, and I must tell you, you're going to have a chock-a-block stadium packed to the rafters, and no points for guessing who the neutrals are going to be supporting, because I don't think there'll be too many travelling fans. There will be fans from maybe Punjab or Bangalore that would have travelled, but I think that will constitute about 10 to 20% of the total number of fans. So majority are going to be local fans. People in Ahmedabad love their cricket, and don't be shocked if 90% of them are wearing a Virat Kohli jersey with 18 written back.
Really, I think I'm the only one who, like, I'm not wearing a jersey, but I'm wearing a Shreyas Iyer jersey today.
See, I went the safe path. I'm wearing red. Because
I'm not wearing the jersey, but I am wearing the jersey. It's a proverbial jersey. All right, with that, I'm going to go into, let's quickly get into the headlines. And we've got Nikhil back with us. We're also going to be joined by Rajdeep Sardesai. First up, the headlines. Tharoor busts Congress ceasefire claim, reveals no Trump role in truce, toes Modi government ceasefire line. Tharoor rubs Congress the wrong way, again it seems. CDS General Chauhan's big revelation on Operation Sindoor says enemy's 48-hour attack plan was foiled in 8 hours. Pakistan sought talks after failed attack. Death toll in northeast flood rises to 36, over 5.5 lakh people affected. Assam reports 11 deaths, 10 dead in Arunachal. Prime Minister Modi dials northeast state chief ministers, assures help. Tesla non-committal on Make in India. Government says Tesla only wants showrooms in India. European Skoda, Volkswagen, Mercedes to invest in EV units in India. Indian origin man on life support in Australia after cops kneel on his neck. Video shows wife protesting, pleading for help. Commissioner inquiry launched into the incident. A new IPL champion will emerge today as Royal Challengers Bangalore take on Punjab Kings in Ahmedabad. Will jersey number 18 get his due in the 18th IPL final, or will Shreyas Iyer once again take his team to victory? All right, like I said, let's get all to the big event, which I would reckon Nikhil kicks off in the next 30 minutes.
That's right. We're just moments away from the toss. We'll get to know the playing 11, as well as the toss is going to be very crucial because the stats seem to suggest batting first is the way to go. But then both teams also feel comfortable chasing. So it'll be an interesting decision by both the captains.
Does it look like rain?
It was looking like rain a short while ago, but then I heard some good news with the fresh visuals that are coming in from Ahmedabad that it has subsided and it is a bit clear.
All right, so anytime now, the toss going to take place, but I want to quickly cut across and introduce our reporters to you because that's where the action lies. Nikhil and I are just in the studio, but reporting live right now. Kamaljeet Sandhu, my colleague, joins us from Chandigarh because Punjab has made it to the finals and has a shot at creating history. We'll also be joined by Sagai Raj, who's joining us from Bangalore. It's Bangalore playing off where Punjab is concerned. Royal Challengers Bangalore, Punjab Super Kings, and all where the action is Nitin Srivastav, Ahmedabad. Nikhil, let's go to Nitin first.
That's right. Nitin, short while ago, you were telling us that it was raining, there was a cloud cover there. That, first tell us, has that cleared? And secondly, who are the neutrals supporting today? I can see some RCB caps right behind you.
Not some actually, Nikhil. Let me tell you,
all right, the latest news break. The latest, Nitin, I'm sorry, I'm just interrupting you. I believe Punjab has won the toss. Punjab Super Kings have won the toss. Well, you said the toss was important and they have chosen to bowl.
Yes, and I think that is what I said. It's going to be interesting because, Preeti, as I said, batting first is what the record books or the stats are telling us. Because if I'm not mistaken, about 7 games played at the Narendra Modi Stadium this season, and 90% of those games were won by team batting first. Yet people would be surprised, why is it that Punjab have won the toss and they don't want to bat first, going against the record book? That's primarily because it's a safer option to do. Last game that they won versus MI on the same ground, they chased a big total down. So probably the confidence level in chasing is high. And secondly, there's a bit of a dew factor. I believe there has been dew in Ahmedabad, which makes it tough to bowl in the second half. So you want to be done with your bowling to begin with and chase. And I think that's why Punjab has chosen
all of that, viewers, is in the backdrop of a little bit of PTSD when it comes down to Royal Challengers Bangalore. But we'll come right back to it. Nikhil, let me quickly cut across to Nitin. Nitin, over to you. The toss is won by Punjab Super Kings.
Oh, well, Nikhil, let me tell you one thing. You did ask me about the weather. Let me, tell you the fresh update about this match, because if rain is going to interrupt, it is going to a bit disappointment to all the fans. I'll ask my cameraman to show some pictures how exactly the weather is first. The cloud are very clear. There is no rain at all as of now, and I'm expecting that there will be no rain going forward. And I'll just show you in a large number. The fans have come here just to support RCB. RCB fans are everywhere. So this is something really big, charismatic atmosphere at Ahmedabad Stadium, because it's a neutral venue.
Will you stay with us?
RCB
will you just stay with us? Coming right back to you, Nitin. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you short. Coming right back to you, I want to quickly pull in my colleague Kamaljeet Sandhu, who's joining us from Chandigarh. So Kamal, Punjab right now at least has won the toss, chosen to bowl. What reactions are you picking up in Chandigarh?
Well, nervous excitement, a lot of chirping out here, but yes, a lot of excitement from these young fans. And what do you have to say about it?
Punjab!
Okay, Punjab has decided to bowl first. आप लोगों को क्या लग रहा है कि ये अच्छा strategy रहेगा?
Yes.
पर ये बताइए, फेवरेट प्लेयर क्या आप लोगों को? आप दिखा रहे थे कि किस किस के पास, आपके पास अर्शदीप का सिग्नेचर है और ऑटोग्राफ है, और यहाँ पे भी है। आज खास तौर पे आरसीबी के काफी सपोर्टर्स हैं। ऐसा लग रहा है कि पंजाब किंग्स 11 अंडरडॉग है, लेकिन क्यों आपको लग रहा है कि पंजाब ही जीतेगा?
पंजाब का एक और है माँ, और 11 सालों की वेट है, और इस बार जो हमारे कैप्टन है, जो हमारे सरपंच साहब है श्रेयस अय्यर, उनकी सिर्फ आंख ट्रॉफी पे, और वो उठेगी आज।
वो उठेगी। And look at this excitement right amongst the kids. They've just been waiting here, and obviously getting to these kids. How's the Josh? And this little boy says he would be preparing. He's prepared a bhangra just for winning of Punjab Kings 11. एक डेमो दिखा दीजिए, रात को जीत होगी तो होगी, आप अभी डेमो दिखाइए। Oh, there you go. So पूरी तैयारी करके रखिए, पूरी। There you go. This is the excitement right here at ground zero. A lot of kids, and they've been waiting. Some of them have met Arshdeep, and they say they're really looking forward to this entire big win, which is coming after almost a decade or so.
You know, that was terribly cute, Kamal. And while you were at it, Nikhil in the studio just told me that all those young kids there, Nikhil began with Punjabi aa gaye hoye.
Yeah, that is the Diljit line that they're using. And you know, it's very heartening to see that, Preeti. I'll tell you why. Because up until now, there weren't too many fans within Punjab who were supporting Punjab Kings. So when they were playing RCB, fans in Punjab would go and support Virat Kohli's team. So it's heartening to see that the kids there are now really backing that Punjab.
All right, let's cut across from Chandigarh, Punjab. Let's cut across to Bengaluru and Sagai Raj joining us from Bengaluru. Sagai, the message from Chandigarh is Punjabi aa gaye hoye.
It is RCB here in Bengaluru, and if you can see RCB supporters in Gujarat and no less in Bengaluru. Every second person in the Church Street you can see wearing a RCB t-shirt, and everybody is trying to get inside a pub or a restaurant here to find a seat. Almost all the pubs here in the Church Street has been booked. There is an advance booking which has been done, and they are trying to figure out one or the other chair where they can stick to the screen and watch the match here. And you can see that everybody is excited. And let us go and speak to a few fans here. So, how excited here? RCB will be batting first today.
Yes, we are good. So, yeah, it's a tricky pitch, but it would have been difficult to any of the captains to choose. I think Shreyas Iyer did the job, but we are happy for it. I'm sure the team is doing well, and we are confident we're going to put a big total on the board. Yeah.
How excited you are?
We are very excited because you can see the crowd over here. So we are going to make it today. RCB wins.
Yeah.
RCB wins. How are you going to cheer?
RCB!
See that entire crowd is wearing RCB jersey here, either RCB jersey or a red color jersey in the pubs and on the streets of Church Street, and entire Bengaluru is turned up for this particular finals.
Sagai, I just wanted to know that I believe in Bengaluru, every time I've been there, 1 a.m. is the deadline when restaurants and bars have to shut down. Has the deadline changed for today? That curfew time definitely needs to change if RCB win. The local authorities, have they stepped in? Because I believe fans have written to them saying if RCB win, no 1 a.m. deadline.
I think they might need it even if they lose.
Possible.
So no deadline, but nobody should cross the Lakshman Rekha. That is a message from the Commissioner of Bengaluru, and you can see that everybody is geared up here in this particular pub and restaurant. Let us go and speak to few other fans. What have you to say? How we are going to celebrate after the match today?
We are going to just yell RCB until our clothes are gone. Yeah, that's how we're going to do.
How excited you are for today's final?
I'm like excited to this level, and it's like
How we are going to cheer today?
RCB, 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 RCB.
Here in Bengaluru, everybody is excited. Everybody is going to turn loose once the match gets over, especially the Church Street. As you said, deadline. Yes, there is a deadline, but I don't know how that will be crossed, that will be violated here by the people if Bengaluru wins the match.
All right, well, you've got an evening plan, Sagai. Let's hope for the fans of RCB that RCB wins. But in Chandigarh, in Punjab, you'll find very, very similar pictures coming in, and we'll cut across to Kamal. You just saw that little young Sardar actually dancing it out on what this match really means for Punjab. But let me ask you a question, Nikhil. Do you believe in astrology? Do you believe in numerology?
No.
Do you believe all this talk about Virat Kohli and the number 18? Today, it's 18. It's the 18th edition of the IPL. His jersey is 18. Virat's date of birth comes down to number 18. Will number 18 pull Virat Kohli to his first IPL victory?
Not me. I only believe in cricket. I only believe in cricketing logic. I only believe in which team is batting. And if I think alongside Virat, Shreyas also deserves the title. But I agree that for the kind of yeoman service that he's done with this team, the kind of attachment that the Bengaluru fans have with RCB,
right.
RCB do deserve to win the title. And Virat by himself has been outstanding with the half centuries that he's got, consistent. He seems he's driven. Last match they won, reached the final, wasn't celebrating, no over-the-top celebration. So I think he's really keyed in to winning this title, but I don't believe in anything else other than cricketing powers.
All right. Okay, so Nikhil might not believe in it, but those of you who do, who feel there's a bit of serendipity when it comes to numbers and astrology, well, you'd want to look at this in the next report. And we are back with all our reporters after that.
Virat Kohli, the white ball cricketer, has achieved it all. The ODI World Cup, the World T20 and the Champions Trophy. But there's one thing missing from his trophy cabinet, and that's the IPL title. But it could finally end for the man who proudly wears jersey number 18. Today is the 3rd of June 2025. Add all those digits and you get 18. A reason for Kohli and RCB to believe that what hasn't happened till now will happen now. It's pertinent to note that number 18 holds a lot of importance in Kohli's life. He lost his father on the 18th of December 2006. Later, it was on the 18th of August 2008 when he made his India debut. So can the 18th edition of the IPL be the perfect tribute to one of the game's finest? The fans believe that the script has already been written and now it's just a matter of time.
All right. So Nikhil doesn't quite believe in numbers, but those who did, a little bit of numerology, a little bit of astrology, all of it swirling around Virat Kohli and all his fans who hope that could also help and propel him to success in the IPL. Well, no introduction, but we already have in the frame with us Rajdeep Sardesai, consulting editor, avid cricket fan. Rajdeep, who are you punting on today?
Who am I punting on? Look, when it comes to the IPL, the good news is I have no skin in this game. So whoever wins, I hope we have a great game. It's very different to when India is playing or when even Mumbai is playing. Not Mumbai Indians, but the Mumbai team. These are teams run by corporate owners. One is run by Preeti, not Preeti Choudhry, but Preeti Zinta is a co-owner. And good luck for Preeti if she wins. Remember, Nikhil had a great line yesterday on a show we did on Sports Today, which is that Shreyas Iyer won the last last IPL for Veer. This time he's got to do it for Zara. So good luck to Preeti Zinta if she wins it. And good luck to Virat Kohli. I think, if my heart had to say something, Preeti, I would like RCB to win. Only because Virat Kohli for the last 18 years, has been to me the standout white ball player for India. And therefore, he deserves that IPL crown. He's been loyal to RCB. It's got a great fan base. And it would be a nice way for Virat Kohli in a year that he's retired from Test cricket to have the IPL crown. So, heart is saying a bit of Virat. But, lots of Preetis and, why not?
Well, even this Preeti is rooting for Shreyas Iyer. But
I see. Oh, okay.
So what we're going to do is, I'm going to get in Nikhil as well. I'm also going to cut across to Ahmedabad. My colleague Nitin Srivastava is with us. Okay, let's cut across to Nitin Srivastava first. Lots of buzz. The toss has just happened. Punjab Kings has won it, chosen to bowl. Let's cut across to Nitin. And after that, we're going to come right back to both the gentlemen in the studio. And we're going to pitch Virat Kohli versus Shreyas Iyer. All right, so we don't have, I believe, Nitin with us, but let's bring out all those graphics that we've created where you have Shreyas Iyer now going up against Virat Kohli. Nikhil, how do you want to weigh in on that?
He spoke about that one line that I mentioned in my digital studio. There was another line I told him. He asked me that if Punjab win, you please get Preeti Zinta to the studio and I'll get to interview him. I said, I can't promise you Preeti Zinta, but you'll get a chance to do a show with Preeti Choudhry, and guess what? I've got him to do a show with Preeti.
I never said that. I actually told him a story, which is one of my many stories
I'm not so bad, Rajdeep sir. You can come in and do
a show with Preeti Zinta.
I actually did.
But he has actually a great story about Preeti Zinta. Would you want to tell that story?
You see, Preeti Zinta, her debut film, whatever it was, about 25, 26 years ago.
Soldier,
or whatever. She came to our office. I used to work at NDTV in those days, and I saw someone hanging around in the office. My instant reaction was to think that here is an intern who can go and get a tape for me. So I said, ma'am, can you go and get this tape for me? She looked at me, terrified or mortified as to how could I even think in those words. So she's come a long way. Hum to udhar ke udhar hai. Now I ask in the India Today studio what tape lay out. So nothing has really changed. But look, again, Preeti Zinta, through the highs and lows, has remained very loyal to Punjab Kings. I mean, they've had a very difficult ownership pattern. They don't have one owner like other teams. It's never been easy. I know people who've worked with the Punjab team have often found it very difficult because different owners have different ways of running a team. Despite that, the team has held on and they're back in the finals after 11 years. They haven't won before. I think the great news of 2025 is whoever wins.
Rajdeep, look at the
will have a new
graphics there.
winner.
Look at the graphics there, and Nikhil come in on this, and Rajdeep as well. You have at one end Virat Kohli now facing off with Shreyas Iyer, and both of them, let's play that graphic again, and both of them very, very interesting career trajectory.
I think the one thing to notice, and if you're a cricket nut, you'll see that, is while everything else seems to be the same, look at that strike rate. And that is the big difference between a Shreyas Iyer and a Virat Kohli, which is, you know, also an indication as to Virat now is a retired T20 player, and Shreyas Iyer, probably you're looking at a future T20 captain. So
But
it's
Rajdeep,
basically
he can't seem to
that
catch
fight.
a break though, Shreyas Iyer, when it comes to the BCCI.
Look, no, he's back in the 50-over team. He's got a central contract. I don't know who called him Rolls Royce. Is that the term you guys have given? Suddenly he's called Rolls Royce Iyer.
Yeah,
where did that come from?
King Kohli, you're also calling him King
I
Kohli.
see, okay,
You know, that's
okay,
just,
okay.
yeah,
No,
King
look,
Kohli versus
look,
Rolls
I've been-
You really
biased
don't like Shreyas Iyer,
No,
do
no,
you?
I do. I do.
He's a
I've
Mumbai
been,
boy.
I've been Mumbai boy. I've been pushing for him to be picked for India. I know his coach very well. He's a Don Boscoite, which is a fine Mumbai school. I have all these favorites in Mumbai. But the truth is, Shreyas has played unbelievably well. That semi-final knock of his, or the eliminator knock, was just too good. I also think the worry for RCB, even though I think they have the better team, and therefore, if you ask me, head and heart would say RCB, they're batting first. Kohli chasing master, even with 148.8 versus 175. Batting first, Shreyas showed the other day, he's the master now of the chase. Punjab is over-reliant, I believe, on Shreyas. That's their problem. They don't, I mean, he is the one who holds that team together. I think Bangalore has more match winners, potentially bowlers. Hazelwood, Salt, Kohli. There are 3 or 4 people who can swing a match. Batting-wise, Punjab has more firepower after number 5. Would you agree?
I have a different take on this.
Very
I think Punjab seem to have more match winners. And
Really?
if you man to man, I'll tell you why. Because while RCB
Okay, let's
has
do
done
man
very
to man.
well-
Salt and Kohli
Yes.
versus Prab Simran and Arya.
I'll give it that round. I'll give to RCB.
Very good. Number 3.
Then from there on till
Shreyas is number 3. Okay, given to Punjab. 4, 5, 6.
everything, Shashank.
Patidar is a
Josh
lovely player.
But not a patch on what Punjab has been doing. Take out the numbers this season.
Okay.
Josh English, Shreyas Iyer, Shashank Singh. They haven't even utilized players like
Stoinis and
Omarzai and Stoinis have not even come. I thought what they did against MI, I'm
Okay.
just going to use a horse racing terminology. They didn't even gallop. They won on a canter with plenty to spare in the tank, chasing 200 plus. So I think batting-wise, they're a far superior team, younger team. And what I like more about Punjab, young Indian players.
You know, we've got
They're not relying on
I need to go
overseas.
to Kamaljeet Sandhu, but one thing let's just make clear. So what's really happening here is Rajdeep's clearly picked
Bengaluru.
Bengaluru. Nikhil has clearly picked Punjab. I have picked Shreyas Iyer. Let's cut
Why
across.
suddenly, I mean, Preeti
Let's
has
cut
told-
across
okay.
right now
Preeti's
to
latest.
Kamaljeet Sandhu, who's joining us from Chandigarh. And Kamal, all of us want that Chak de Phatte moment again with that young Sardarji doing that little jig. Let's do it once more.
Oh yes, let me just cut across to this little skewed one. ये बताइए पंजाब को लेके क्या एक्साइटमेंट है छोटे छोटे बच्चे भी इसको देख रहे हैं आज
हाँ जी पंजाब को लेकर बहुत एक्साइटमेंट है आज पंजाब ही जीतना चाहिए पंजाब पंजाब पंजाब
ये बताइए कितना एक्साइटमेंट है मैच को देखने के लिए इस वक्त खास तौर पे एक लंबा अरसा है आरसीबी के लिए भी और पंजाब के लिए भी लेकिन इस बार ऐसा क्यों लगता है क्योंकि कई बार ऐसा बोल रहे हैं कि जिस तरह से सपोर्ट आरसीबी को आ रहा है पंजाब किंग्स 11 कहीं ना कहीं अंडरडॉग है
नहीं देखो किंग्स 11 कभी भी अंडरडॉग नहीं था इस टाइम इनको राइट टीम भी मिली हुई है मोमेंटम भी इनके साथ है हालांकि आरसीबी का पलड़ा पिछले 2 मैचेस में भारी रहा है तो हम कह सकते हैं कि आरसीबी का पलड़ा भारी है लेकिन आज पंजाब ही जीतेगा रीज़न है उसके पीछे कि पिछला मैच जो हम कितनी इजीली मुंबई को एकदम स्क्वायर ऑफ करके आए हैं तो जो मुंबई को हमने हरा दिया तो दैट मीन्स हमने टाइटल जीत लिया और आरसीबी को आज हम हरा के 11 साल के बाद फाइनल में पहुंचे हैं तो आज टाइटल जीत के ही आएंगे
we'll give it to the small kid the best team wins कौन जीतेगा
बोलो पंजाब पंजाब
पंजाब पंजाब
हमने सारे मैच देखे हैं आईपीएल के सारे पंजाब के मैच देखे हैं हमने 29 वाला पंजाब वाला मैच भी देख के आए थे हम वहाँ पे स्टेडियम में आप गए थे ना
बोलो.
So there you have it. Family is excited. Whole lot of teams that we've been speaking to and young budding cricketers. They're all really excited and they feel not just Shreyas Iyer, who's the captain, but also Arshdeep, who's been visiting the ground.
Kamal, allow us to come back to you. We're going to come right back to Kamaljeet Sandhu. Let's cut across right now to Nitin Srivastav, who's joining us from Ahmedabad, where all the action is. And what does it look like in terms of representation? Is it more for Bangalore or is it even keel? You've got enough supporters for Punjab also today in the stadium.
Sorry, can you come again?
Nitin,
it's too
over
much
to
noise
you.
here.
I know the din
Everyone
is
is
too much.
chanting.
Over to you. Get us a feel right now. Lots of people behind you.
Well, it is a very important day for both the teams, but let me show you some big picture. Big picture is that each and everyone here who have come is just for RCB. There is a huge number of fans who are only supporting RCB and RCB. There is hardly anyone who have come in Punjab Kings jersey, and if you can see, look at the pictures. Each and everyone is wearing RCB jersey, wearing Virat Kohli jersey. So it is very clear, majority of fans who are here are only supporting RCB. So, I mean, they are expecting that this is the time for RCB to lift up the club. See, each and everyone, RCB, there is nothing else. So, okay, some fans are with me. Sir, किस टीम को आप सपोर्ट कर रहे हो?
जी सर, मैं वैसे तो एक नया चैंपियन मिल रहा है आपको, नई सोच, नया चैंपियन और नया एग्रेसिव आरसीबी वर्सेस किंग 11 पंजाब के बीच मुकाबला यहाँ पे होने वाला है नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम में। काफी दिलचस्प मुकाबला होने वाला है, लेकिन एक इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि यहाँ पे एक महत्वपूर्ण टॉस यहाँ पे पंजाब ने जीत लिया है और ये टॉस मेरे को लगता है श्रेयस अय्यर ने काफी अच्छा टॉस जीता और मुझे लगता है एडवांटेज यहाँ पे रहेगा पंजाब को। नरेंद्र मोदी
That lonesome Shreyas Iyer fan completely drowned with the chants of RCB.
That's exactly how it is. Preeti, when I travel to different parts of the country to watch games, there are only two teams, no matter where they play, even if they're playing against the local team, will have more fans supporting that team, traveling team, and that's Chennai and RCB. Chennai because of MS Dhoni, RCB because of Virat Kohli. So when it comes to fan support, there will be no contest. It will be clearly in favor of RCB. But there are two very interesting points that you can look at, and I'll give you points for both teams. So if you're supporting Punjab, you'd be happy with that. If you're supporting RCB, you'd be happy with that. One thing that goes in RCB's favor, these two teams have played thrice this season, and RCB hold the edge. In this season, and I'm not going to look back into history, because recent form is what counts. In this season, RCB has won twice, Punjab only once. So that's an advantage to RCB. But there's an advantage to Punjab, and that is they have played twice in this ground at Ahmedabad this season, so they know this ground pretty well and are familiar with the pitch and the conditions. RCB, interestingly, have not played a single match at the stadium in this season. So while they may have played a season ago or different times, but I think recent form, recent conditions is important. So they're going in very cold in this ground. So that's another thing that favors Punjab. So there are factors you can look at it from both sides, which is why I'm saying it's such an evenly contested final that you'd have to say two best
Remember
teams.
the last match they played with the RCB?
Well, that was an RCB. It was a one-way traffic and RCB won.
Exactly.
That encounter.
So therefore,
so the mental scars of that game, but you can look at
PTSD
it
of a different kind.
Yeah, but you can look at it in two different ways. One, mental scars can bog them down. Two, you're so hungry to reverse that decision that you come out all guns blazing.
Rajdeep's itching to come in. Rajdeep,
No,
all
a final,
yours.
no, look, a final is a final. Pressure is very different. I'm not going to go by what happened in the last match. Maybe there are some scars, maybe there aren't. I just think I'm the romantic. I'm a sports romantic, and I've had a wonderful 2025, particularly football. Newcastle won after 70 years. Crystal Palace won the FA Cup after a century. Tottenham Hotspur, my son's team, won a European tournament after 16 years. Across the world, this is the year of the underdog.
PSG won the Champions League.
PSG won the Champions League. And I think and PSG is a good equivalent, because PSG was a team that relied on stars for the longest time, never won the European Cup. This time, the Champions Trophy. This time, they relied on a team. And I think the one difference in this RCB team compared to previous RCB team, it's not all about Kohli. We will all talk about Kohli. And there is obviously a sense of Anushka versus Preeti or...
you keep bringing it in. Nobody, none of us have wanted
You
it.
can be sure that the cameras will be on both of them today. There'll be a lot of that going on. There's Kohli on one side, Shreyas on the other. I just think there is some romance associated with the Bengaluru team. If there is one franchise that has retained the romance of sport, it is Bengaluru. You go outside the Chinnaswamy Stadium on a day RCB is playing. You have young kids in RCB colours celebrating. There are pubs named after RCB. I know Siddaramaiah. Has called up.
DK Shiv Kumar today spoke to the press wearing an RCB jersey.
Yeah, but you know, and DK may have done that, but Siddaramaiah is a genuine cricket fan. He once cancelled a cabinet meeting so that he could go to watch Karnataka playing a Ranji Trophy match.
That's not a good thing.
But that's okay. I mean, once in a while you can cancel a cabinet meeting to watch cricket. So
not in this day and age, Rajdeep.
Okay, but
just as he cancels his show to watch a cricket game.
He's now,
No, I've never done that. You know, I've actually, it's one of my, anyway, you know, we are talking about this. So net, I'm going for RCB and you got the Punjab.
I'm going for Punjab because even
Why isn't anybody asking me who I'm going for?
Oh, yeah, who you going for?
Shreyas Iyer.
That's not a team.
No, but Shreyas Iyer, whichever team. How does it matter?
Wow. So Preeti's found a new heartthrob.
I have a Preeti Zinta story as well. That's
okay, yes. He's been dying all through it all. He's had it in his mind and he's...
It's not a story, it's a connection. Both her brothers were my schoolmates. So
no wonder. All of this is all... Look, it's North versus South. It's got all the elements, I think, of a great, you know, first-time winner, whoever wins it, which is fantastic. I mean, I'll be very happy if Punjab wins as well. But yeah, dil mein thoda RCB hai. I just, you know...
I think you really wanted to be a cricket commentator, no? At some point?
Of course, I still want to be. I'm doing this program in the hope that someone is watching on Star Sports and saying, you're so good at this.
But you can't pick sides then.
Of course I can.
As a commentator?
Of course I can.
Now it's changed.
Now it's changed.
There's a force to pick sides.
No, look, I'm not picking a side. I told you at the start.
You just did.
I picked a side because you asked me who's going to win. But I have no skin in the IPL game. I've watched only one IPL game in my life. And one team was out for 100 in that. It doesn't excite me in terms of who wins. I just love to see the young talent blossom. So, I'd love to see a Prabh Simran on a big stage do wonderfully well. He's had a great season. I'd love to see Rajat Patidar, who I think is a very fine player, do well on a big stage.
So you're giving your IPL favourites right now?
Sorry?
You're giving your IPL favourites.
Pick one player from both
I picked one from each team. There are lots of young
Give your top 5?
Top 5 players?
In the IPL, yeah, in this tournament.
All time or in this year?
This tournament, sir.
In this tournament, my top 5 players.
You give yours also, huh?
Look, Sai Sudarshan has been fantastic. I mean, I think he's been the batsman of this tournament. Shreyas Iyer undoubtedly has been the match winner of this tournament. I think Josh Hazlewood has come fresh into this and he could be a big difference between the two teams. He's easily the best bowler across the two sides in my view. That's number 3. Number 4, I've loved some of the young Indian leg spinners. This young kid Suyash who plays for RCB is very good. And it's a joy to watch some of these young kids play. And I guess I'll pick that 14-year-old who scored a century. Because, you know, if you're 14 and you score, Suryavanshi, if you score a century at 14. But there are lots of players. I think the best thing about this IPL, Indian players have stood out. For me, that's been the joy of watching the IPL.
And that's a great cradle of talent. 5, top 5.
Pretty much what he's picked. I'll go with, I'll go with the Prasidh Krishna in the top 5. Indian bowler doing very well. And I'll also pick a Virat Kohli. He's had an outstanding season for RCB. So pretty much the same.
What does your gut say, Rajdeep?
No, my gut says...
You're supporting Bangalore. What does your gut say?
In a T20, very difficult to say what the gut says because it's on the day. One guy plays a blazing innings and changes the match. Yeah. You know, it's not like...
so no gut on this?
Yeah, so no gut on this, no skin in the game. I hope that whoever wins comes to our studio tomorrow and celebrates with us. It could be Virat Kohli and Anushka on one side, or it could be Ness and Preeti Zinta on the other.
Not together.
Not together, but they can come. Yeah, not together, but they can come.
What does your gut say, Nikhil?
If I would have said 50-50, but now that the toss has happened and Punjab are chasing, I'll go with Punjab. Simply because I think that's their stronger suit, batting. So once they know the target, I think they can chase. Had they been batting first, they probably could have ended up with a score. And that's exactly what happened in the previous game when they lost to RCB. They batted first, didn't know what is the right total to get. Now that they're chasing, I think they can control the game, which works in favour of Punjab.
Well, thank you, both gentlemen, for joining us. We're going to let it be because anyway, you're going to tune into the IPL now. But do stay for my show, huh? Do stay. Up next is To The Point. Thank you for joining us.